After finishing Priority Mars, you'll have several cutscenes directing you to the Citadel. Your conversation with Liara is a chance to gain some Paragon points. If you romanced her in Mass Effect 1, you'll have the option to continue your relationship now. This doesn't lock you into her alone, and new players who did not romance her previously can still gain her favor later in the story. Commander Bailey greets you at the Citadel. When he mentions going to the medical center, be sure to respond with "that's a good idea" to have access to several more Paragon and Renegade opportunities in the future. He'll leave and you're free to explore. You'll finally earn some credits, and imported saves are going to get a bit extra. Turn around and speak with the reporter Diana Allers. She'll ask to join you on the Normandy. While you might be tempted to tell her off, accept her on a trial run to gain her as a war asset. If you aren't planning on doing much multiplayer, you're going to want every point you can get. Take the elevator and head for the hospital. When you exit, walk to the Certa vendor straight in front of you. This unlocks the Shopaholic achievement or trophy for visiting a store. For 3,000 credits, you'll want to buy the Metagel capacity upgrade, but if money is tight, buy the gift first. There are several gifts available and you can buy them all as shown here, but once you close the vendor, the rest are going to be unavailable. If Ashley was the injured squad member, buy the collected Alfred Tennyson for her. If you have Caden instead, buy the Peruvian whiskey. Next, head to the left to recruit a doctor. If Dr. Chakwas survived your Mass Effect 2 playthrough, she'll be available. She'll ask to return to the Normandy. This decision is important. If you let her aboard, you'll gain 5 reputation points. Dr. Michelle will stay behind at the lab, so speak to her about Ashley or Caden and follow the investigate dialogue options to gain 2 more points of reputation. Now, while players of previous titles may want to keep her around, the better choice is to tell her to stay working at the labs. You'll still gain 5 reputation points. Talk to Michelle and answer her with no, then saying the Normandy needs a doctor. This opens up a Paragon or Renegade response for extra points, which you'll need in order to convince her. Choose the option you want and you'll still gain the 2 reputation. More importantly, you're going to gain 10 war asset points from this choice down the road. Next, head into Caden or Ashley's room to trigger a cutscene. They aren't awake yet, so you won't be able to use the gift, but you'll gain 2 more reputation points for visiting. When you're done looking around, take the elevator to the embassy. Head to your left first and listen to the Vol Diplomat to begin a side mission to collect a Prothean obelisk. Now head into C-Sec to witness a cutscene between Commander Bailey and a reporter. Ask him why he took the job, which will unlock a Paragon or Renegade response worth 2 points.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
Once that's over, you can speak with him again to get more Sultai interaction and backstory, but no points. Exit C-Sec and head back toward the elevator to meet with the reporter Kalisa. You might want to make a save here and play around with all the possible options. You won't like what she's saying and have the option to do a Renegade interrupt and take a punch at her. She'll dodge it, which opens up a second interrupt. If you hit this one, you'll knock her out and gain 5 Renegade points. If you ignore the second one, she'll hit you instead. While knocking her out is gratifying, the wiser choice is to ignore the first Renegade interruption and choose the Paragon option that follows shortly after. You'll get 5 Paragon points and gain war asset points from this choice later down the road. Now head to Udina's office to advance the story when you're ready. You'll have 2 Paragon or Renegade choices, one during the meeting with the Council and the other back in Udina's office. Each choice grants you 2 points. After the cutscene, you'll be on the next main mission, Priority Palaven. You can speak with Udina again before leaving to get additional dialogue, but no points. Your Spectre status has been reinstated, so enter the Spectre office right across the hall. Straight ahead is the Spectre Requisition Store, which is probably out of your price range. Access it anyway to unlock it on the Normandy as well. Also use the terminal to read intel on an issue with the Quarian fleet, though this does not unlock a mission at this time. You can also use the shooting range, which is good practice for players new to the Mass Effect series. By positioning the targets, you can get a feel for the range of weapons. For example, shotguns stop being effective at a distance. This is also a great way to understand which weapons are better versus shields and armor. As you can see here, the pistol is fine against shields, but doesn't do much damage to armor. Whereas the assault rifle is great all around. Once you're done, head back to the embassy lobby and speak with James. Select the dialogue option on the left first, then whichever response you'd like second, and you'll earn 2 reputation points. You're all done for now, so head back to the dock and board the Normandy to continue the story. I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching.